Okay. Well, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. You know how we do it our way. Can you hear me now? Yo, I bet you better. It's going down. It's a Friday night, and I'm feeling okay. All right. Well, we going to do this thing. We get tight. Flight is taking off. We can never be hard as a rock, but not love, not the love. It's gonna be okay to push yourselves. I got a handle on this thing, like Gary the Glove. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling tonight? Tonight on the Daily Go Get a Business Show, we're talking about the power of rejection. The power of rejection. Do you know? Do you know what? Probably in all our lives, we've probably been rejected by someone or something. And for some of us, it can really, really put a stamp on us and stick with us for a long, long time. Some of us for a lifetime. And it's not really right, but we're going to talk about it tonight. And we're going to get into how trifling and how easy some people can get because they've been rejected. The funny thing about being rejected is that the rejection itself can make you feel like you really, really wanted what you got rejected from, even if you may have just loosely wanted it. Let me ask y'all this. Have you ever seen somebody really just do something because they could do something, but when they found out that they couldn't do it, or when somebody was restricting them from it, then all of a sudden that little thing that they was doing just to be doing became important to them? We're going to take a look at it right now, y'all. It's going down, y'all. Sun 752, we mess around, y'all. Friday night is getting hype, and I'm the type that bugs, and I'm ready to get in this thing. We ain't thugs, productive folks that do their thing, take care of our families, kings and queens. And this is coming live and direct from the city of Philadelphia. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should tonight. It's the daily Go Get Mism show. So let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. With this your daily. The Daily Go Get a Business Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the rrrr. And if you can't say Omar with the rrrr, well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Get a Business Show. All up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should. And we are ready to get this thing on the pop. And so, tonight, we're talking about the power of reduction. The power of rejection. The power of rejection. I know for a fact that we have all been rejected at some point in our lives. We may have gone for a part in a play when we were younger, and we didn't get it. For some people, unfortunately, it discouraged them from ever going for another part in another play in any other way. Some of us, or all of us, have probably tried to get with a girl or a boy that they was really feeling. Like, yo, I mean, you know, this shorty was, she was the greatest thing. She was the flyest thing. She was the cutest thing. She was the prettiest thing. She was the sexiest thing. Yeah, we've all gone for a girl or a boy, if you're a girl, that didn't want to have nothing to do with us. And we couldn't understand it. It just didn't seem right. Now, the thing about it is, not only did we not get with them or they did not get with us, but we had to watch them get with somebody else that we couldn't see. Probably somebody that we knew. And that seems to be where the real problem comes in. That seems to be where the real problem started. That's where the fight and the struggle really, really started to grow its horns. What's going on, T. Carey? Right, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, do your thing. Max and Chill and Stacy White is here tonight. It's good to see you. You shine bright. Good to see y'all. Thanks for coming on through. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show, Friday night flashback Friday. Thank God it's Friday, and we are talking about the power of rejection. So, like I said, if you ever got turned down from being the boyfriend or the girlfriend of the boy or of the girl or the boy of your dreams, especially when you were younger, more than likely you had to see them being boyfriend and girlfriend with somebody else. So even if you were just getting with the person to see if you could get with the person, because that happens. It happens all the time. People shoot their shot just to see if they shot could get shot. Shoot it. Shot. Shoot. You know, if you were the type to play games back in the day, they might have been your test girl. They might have been your test boyfriend. Like, I really like these other prettier girls over here, but this one over here is okay. So I'll get with this one because it's easy. Well, what if that one didn't submit so easy? So you went for the easier one, and the easier one was like, nah. And you like, wait a minute, your ego got scarred. Like, handsome me, desirable me, athletic me, popular me got turned down by regular, run-of-the-mill, middle of the road, average her. Now the struggle starts. Because where they really didn't want to be with the chick in the first place, now all of a sudden, it's like, well, what's such and such got that I ain't got? Or if they don't have nobody, well, if you ain't seeing nobody, you ain't going with nobody, you ain't talking to nobody, why you ain't talking to me? Why? What's going on? Did somebody tell you something about me? Did somebody lie on me? Did somebody lie on me? Or did they lie on me? See, now the whole game done changed because your ego done got all caught up in the mix. Your ego done got caught all up in the mix. What's up, Barbara Jenkins? Haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see me some you. Good to see me some you. So yeah, the power of rejection. With children, you know, children of your own, you may have seen it. You know, you tell your child, wait. Maybe your child didn't want to do something that you wanted your child to do. For example, let's say you wanted your child to take dance lessons, piano lessons, play a musical instrument, and all of that. They ain't want to do that shit. Like, no, I don't want to play no instrument. I just want to hang out with my friends after school and do whatever I do. Watch cartoons on Saturday, and you know, I just want to be a kid. You're trying to get your children involved in extracurricular activities, and they acting like they don't want to do what you're suggesting, or what you may not even be recommending. It maybe you just put it out there and let them choose what instrument they wanted to play. And then it's like, well, I don't really want to play no instrument. I want to play sports. I want to play football, basketball, whatever, baseball. Like, okay. All right. Until they found out that the music instructor, the music teacher, whatever, said, I don't think that they would be good at this instrument anyway. Now the child is like, well, what you mean? What you mean? You don't think I would have been good at the instrument? Well, I don't. It's probably better that you chose sports, because Sports is a different skill set, and it's for people who have natural talents. When it comes to this music instrument thing, this is not for people with natural talents. Well, some people have natural talents on it, but this is for people who have patience and are willing to work at their craft, and these are for people who are more creative. Musicians aren't as creative as I'm sorry, athletes aren't as creative as musicians are. Now all of a sudden your child is like, wait a minute, you ain't gonna tell me that I can't play guitar. You ain't gonna tell me I can't play the piano. You ain't gonna tell me that I can't blow the recorder. You ain't gonna tell me that I can't blow the tuba. You tell me that I can't play the flute. Can't tell me that I can only shoot the basketball in the hoop and hoop around with my friends. No way, men and women. Listen here, I'm about to play this instrument and y'all gonna cheer. First speaking the chair, I'm first chair, and I'm gonna get that way right here. So it's almost like psychological. They didn't want to play the instrument in the first place. I don't want to play that. Or it could have been a situation where they were naturally good at playing the instrument, like they could pick it up and play. But they would never be like a true musician because they didn't want to practice. They didn't want to learn how to read music. They didn't really want to. They didn't want to hone their craft. And then as soon as somebody tells them that they couldn't do something, which is essentially in their mind rejecting them, then all of a sudden it's like, oh hell no. Yes, I can do it. Yes, I will do it. Yes, I am about to do it. Yes, I just got finished doing it. Yes, I do it better than everybody else. The power of rejection. And the power of rejection mixed in with a little bit of jealousy can really take it there. The power of rejection mixed in with a little bit of jealousy can really take things to places that they really don't want to be. Carol Chamberlain, me good friend, me favorita, it's always really great to see you. Word. So do y'all understand what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? The power of rejection. I mean, throughout my lifetime, I've heard the most trifling things said when people get rejected, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Rejection mixed in with jealousy. I've heard outlandish shit like, "Oh, you'll cheat on your wife with her, but you won't cheat on your wife with me." You'll cheat on your wife. I know in my lifetime I've heard when my baby was born, I heard it was like I had to answer a lot of questions. It was like my whole dating history came to haunt me or whatever, or came to interview me. I'm sorry, when in 2006, when Ayana was born, it was like if you only knew how many ex-girlfriends, chicks I used to mess with, whatever, was like, oh, so you'll have a baby with her, but you won't have a baby with me? You wouldn't have a baby with me. And I'm like, I'm not sure if you're congratulating me or whatever, but me and you ain't dealt with each other in like 5 years. Yeah, but you wouldn't knock me up, or you may be getting the. I'm like, I don't know what to. My baby just born. I don't know. Other things like like the power of rejection is strong. So if somebody really likes you, somebody really digs you, and you tell them, well, nah, I don't really look at you that way, or it ain't that type of party, basically. You might hear things like, oh, so they good enough for you to be with, but I ain't good enough for you to be with. mean, the answer is kind of yes, but you may not have been looking at it that way. Like, it's not about. Listen, I choose who I want to be with. Not. I mean, me and you didn't work out. We don't even get along. No, yes, we do. Yes, we do. We get along. We get along just fine. You just don't like to try. You don't like to. You don't. You know. You don't like to work nothing out. The power of rejection. And the crazy part about it is the person that may be the rejector may not even really meant to. They may not have meant to reject anybody. The answer was just no, or it was not right now, or it was maybe one day, or this is not a good time. But if the person that you rejected sees that you have chosen somebody else, they're gonna feel some kind of way. Even if you're not the person that they wanted the most, all of a sudden, it becomes this crazy competition. And it's different. It's different. TK Wright says, you lying. You've heard that about cheating. You've heard that about cheating on the wife. I ain't never been married, so no, all I'm saying is, listen, I know for a fact that women take rejection harder than men do. I would say that men are kind of used to being rejected because the number of times that men will put themselves in position to be rejected are way higher than the number of times that women will put themselves in position to be rejected. Women don't take rejection very well, and they're not likely to put themselves in position to be rejected time and time and time again. I'm going to say that their ego really can't help it. I mean, can't stomach it. It can't take it. Some men don't give a fuck. Some men treat relationships and chances with women, they treat it like sort of like a door-to-door salesman. I know I'm not gonna sell these vacuum cleaners or whatever it is to every person on this block. I'm only looking for one. So for each block, I heard no. 35 families on this block, and I heard no, but I only need the one, and I'm gonna get that shit, son. I need one block. That's how men look at being rejected by women. They know every woman ain't gonna take the bait. They get it, but women, when they go for a man, it's like all of their eggs are in that basket. This better work. I know I didn't put myself out to this nigga and he gave me his ass to kiss. Yet he went and hollered at my cousin. That shit can break up a family. It could destroy the home. You know? Barbara Jenkins says men can't take rejection. Yes, they can. They can take it better than women. Yes, they can. I've seen niggas work the club. From seat to seat. Dance floor, game room, lounge, bar. They will go to the woman who will say yes. Those no's mean nothing. Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on whatever you say. But I know that men can take rejection better because they're going to put themselves in position to become a Jehovah's Witness. And now the reason I say they're going to put themselves in a position to become a Jehovah's Witness is because Jehovah's Witnesses, Jehovah's Witnesses, they knock on a lot of doors, and most of those doors be like no, or they sick the dog on them, or they throw hot water up there. People have treated Jehovah's Witnesses like they was delivering the devil's message instead of what they consider to be God's message. But you will never hear a Jehovah's Witness flinch. They like, first of all, I'm doing the Lord's work. Second of all, we've been trained to do this. All we looking for is the one that will accept these watchtowers and these awakes. And trust me, while all of the other ones are not answering their doors, peeping through the blinds or the peephole, or opening the door and slamming it right in our face, or telling us we better get the fuck off of their porch before they sick the dog on all that little craziness, there's going to be one family or one person on those blocks, each and every one of those blocks, that's going to say yes. And that's all we care about. The Lord's work is done. Men understand that shit. They do. Not all men. Because if you have a handsome, popular man that's used to getting whatever he wants because he's spoiled, of course, it's going to be harder for him to accept rejection because he feels like he shouldn't be rejected. I get it. But the other average dudes, they like, shit, I'm gonna do my numbers. That's what I'm gonna do. But women ain't like that. The man that they choose gotta be the one. Men are like, I mean, listen, I'm trying to get some ass. Trying to get some ass, cop a feel. Even I might not get no ass or cop a feel, but I'll look good with this chick. And my niggas, everybody's gonna look. It might be status symbol. So men can take rejection better than women. I do agree that men and women, there are men and women who don't take rejection well, and there are men and women who deal with rejection pretty well. But I ain't gonna be. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't known that many women that could take rejection very well. Not that well. Not. And per capita, men take rejection much better. Much better. Like, little boys aren't expected to be necessarily cute all like for the majority. There are, of course, some little boys that are handsome young men, whatever. And you see how much attention they get. You see how everybody spoils them. But the rest of the little boys around them ain't built like that. So they got to take what they can get, and they learn how to work it. They learn how to come into their own. Some do it with money, some do it with charm, some do it with whatever, sports. But women, if I like that boy and I put myself out there for that boy better like me. He better. Or ain't none of these boys gonna get none. Nobody carrying my books to school if this one don't do it. I was born to make sure that this one did it. So it's a little tough. Okay. Nora says, imagine the idea of working out on perfecting a dysfunctional relationship. Man, you seen it, I seen it. Carol says, at Barbara, they sure can't. They cry when you don't want them anymore. Please, baby, please. Yeah, want them anymore. But they got you. They had you. It's a difference. They trying to leave the door open. Shorty, leave the door open. Please leave the door open, girl. So, all right, but y'all had y'all fun. It's all good. It's all good. Barbara Jenkins says, I have been called out of my name since childhood by males, boys and men, for simply saying no, thank you. Yeah, they might have called you out of your name saying no, but I bet you they did the same thing with another girl right after him, and right after him, and right after him. Believe me, they got over it. I understand where you coming from. I do. And it's very childlike and immature and disconcerting to treat a woman like that just because she rejected you. Nonetheless, I bet you didn't stop. You wasn't the last stop on his day that day. Now let it be a woman. Ain't nobody else getting talked to today. Matter of fact, ain't nobody getting talked to for this week or this month. That did it. It shut down. Shoot. Shoot. Robbie Robin Ming, my big sis, doing the thing. She's something like a queen for a king. What's going on, ma? Good to see you. And she says Jehovah Witnesses are persistent. Yes, they are. They are trained. Actually, I admire them. I might not want to have anything to do with their religious doctrine, but I admire them because not too many people can handle a no, especially in business. But that's why they get what they want a lot. If you know any Jehovah Witnesses outside of their field service, because that's what it's called when they go door to door. Outside of that, you'll notice they get what they want time and time again. They hardly ever be broke. They keep good jobs, all that old kind of shit. Because they like, all right, so you told me no. Guess what? I'm going to go around that no. I'm going to ask another question. I'm going to explore some other options. I'm going to make you think about whether you really want to tell me no. And listen, it's a lesson in the blessing. It's a lesson in the blessing. Nar says, why men can take rejection. It's the walls built after the breakup that get us. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no rejection after y'all done been together. No, that ain't no rejection after that. Right? We ain't counting that. We talking about the upfront. Actually, no, I'm wrong. We are counting that. Okay. I see what y'all saying now. So y'all saying rejection in the breakup is harder for men than it is for women. Let me think about that. I'm going to have to question that too. I would question that too. Surely, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Surely, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Yeah, I think I would have to question that too. Because women seem to put more into things. Like, you see a woman that took care of her man, gave him money, put him up in her spot, cooked for him, washed his clothes, did everything, basically provided a full service love to him. Let him tell her, like, listen, look, I'm fucking with Keisha from around the corner. And like, after I've done all of this stuff for you? Okay, I'll say this though. Both genders do the baby please, baby please. That's for sure. And it ain't always the one that's wrong in the relationship that does it. That's the crazy part. It's not always the person that was dead wrong in the relationship that's the one begging to be taken back. Well, let me ask y'all this. Since we talking about it and everything. because I'm feeling like we having a battle of the egos here. Sexual performance. Who do you think takes more pride in their sexual performance, men or women? Who do you think? Which one feelings get hurt worse if they're told that they shot ain't all of that, men or women? Now we know that men are told on a regular basis. Not all men, of course, but I'm saying we've heard this out in public. We've heard men have their the size of their dick criticized, and their performance. You can't even hold a nut for 2 minutes and whatever. Little dick, can't fuck, can't hold a nut, come all fast. We've all heard that. We've heard men get taken out like that. We've heard them get cussed out just like that. And we've heard it be justified, like, well, we also know that some women will say that to some men just in the heat of an argument, just because they was mad. We've heard them apologize for it. Baby, I was just saying that because I was mad and blah, blah, blah. But if a man criticizes his woman for her sexual performance, not too many women can take that, because they know that the man is not bullshitting. He's not saying that just because he's mad. He's not. She knows, and he knows, like, nah, if I say that shit is 100% the way I feel. I can't even come back from that. Even if we get back together, it ain't because I didn't mean what I said. I said it and I meant it. So I've heard a lot of men say, I've heard a lot of women say that some men are confused about their sexual performance, thinking that they're better than they really are, and some men are even confused or misled about their dick size. Like, I've heard all of these things. Those aren't the kind of things that women have to really defend or whatever. But let's keep it moving. Let me see what y'all talking. My brother Ansel Jones is in the house. What's going on, my brother Ansel Jones? We talking about the power of rejection, baby. We talking about the power of rejection. What y'all know? If y'all would like to call into the show, I invite y'all to call in, and the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. Set a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. 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 319-527-6199, baby. We are talking about the power of rejection. Press number 1 if you call in, and that will let me know that you would like to speak. And then I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone number. You can rock on and do the damn, do the damn thing. Stacey White says the tables will turn. Table will turn. Who's grabbing ankles at the time? That's right, Ansel Jones. Grabbing ankles. Everybody got to grab an ankle at one time or another. You got to grab the proverbial ankle. Please don't go. Please. Shirley Cheryl says, LOL, men midst of time. What does that mean? Barbara Jenkins says, definitely women. Men don't care as long as they hit. Oh, okay. So we kind of agree on that, Miss Jenkins. All right. TK Wright says, men care more about their performance. You don't think women care about their sexual performance? A word? Evidently, the women who are speaking are the ones who've never been criticized on their sexual performance. I need some garbage twat women, or some average twat, run of the mill. I could take it or leave it, as long as it be there tomorrow. I need to hear from y'all, because women have great big egos. Because think about it, when a man cheats on a woman, one of the first things a lot of women think, the pussy must be better than mine. At the very least, it's comparable. There's something there. I've heard women say it, like he like her because she'd do all of this other shit for him. And I be thinking to myself, like, you think your man left you because his side chick, or you think your man cheated on you because his side chick can make some waffles, pancakes, some scrambled eggs and sausage? Really? I guess enough greedy ass men have solidified this urban legend. But I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't no man leaving no woman because the other woman can cook. You can forget about that shit, because you're gonna eat every day regardless. You know what I'm saying? TK Wright says, how about those people that get off on the power of rejecting someone? How about them? How about them? Most of those people have been rejected themselves, though. Most of them have. You know what they say? Hurt people hurt people. Ansel Jones says women will put women in timeout and tell him he still has hope instead of moving on. What's that sound? Speaking of rejection, I'm hanging up. Been waiting 20 minutes. I didn't see your hand. See, if you don't hear you are now in the host queue, then I don't see your hand. I don't see you. If I don't see your hand, that means you don't want to talk. You know, people call in just to listen. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. In a second, we're going to take caller with the last number 6606. See, he gets it. Press number 1. 1. Beep. You are now in the host queue. If you press number 1 again, then it takes you out of the host queue. It takes you out of the host queue. And it also tells you that you are now out of the host queue. Q-U-E-U-E. All right. TK Rat says, you ask who cares more. I think women care more. By percentage. Not necessarily by capita, but by percentage. Barbara Jenkins says, definitely depends on who it comes from. Okay. You say you press number 1? I don't. You want to see my screen? I can prove this. Okay, I'm talking something. Taki, you know he can't sing. See, man, whatever. I can see. You know what? Caller with the last number 6606. Wait a minute. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. You there?
Go, you go on, player. Okay.
You good?
So the chick says, well, you didn't knock me up.
I've heard it. I have absolutely heard that shit. It's crazy.
Oh, man. Hey, you know what, though? The people that you're talking to on YouTube, I think they're on YouTube, I guess. is that they may be telling you the truth about the phone lines because I was online. I had my hand up for a long time.
Oh, I didn't say I didn't see yours.
No, right now you did, but I had it on since about the beginning of the show.
I saw it. I had to do some things first.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah. Just trust me, I know what I'm doing here.
All right. Let me know that you see it though, because I don't know if if the phone is working or not.
Yeah, no, I was on another
Also,
page first. But when I came back on the blog
Okay.
talk, when I came back on the blog talk page, I could see you right there. But the other number, I didn't see the hand up. Matter of fact, you're on two
Yeah.
lines. You're on two lines with both of the hands up. So
Yeah, because I got disconnected. I just called back in.
see,
So I got two lines here.
see,
That's why.
see,
Blog Talk does that to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, blog
I'll
talk.
be on people's switchboard twice.
Mm-hmm.
So you got I like that, So you don't want to be with me, you want to be with her. Huh? Okay. Yeah. They're all women like that. And women do not take rejection well.
They
at
don't.
all.
They don't.
Either, as you say, up front or in the back. They just don't. It's a mate because they know they can't handle it. They don't put themselves, as you're talking about, in the position to be rejected. And I've talked to them about that. And they say, well, I don't like to make the first move, but I will move closer to him. I'll let him know I'm there. Then he can make the first move. That's because your ego can't handle somebody not paying attention to you or saying no to you. That's the whole thing. Men can't. There are some men, of course, if you're in a relationship for a long time, excuse me, nobody's going to like being rejected. I know, because you've invested your heart on that other person. So it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, you're both going to be, kind of devastated, especially if you've really been in love or just about to love the person. But when you're talking about approaching somebody, trying to get to know somebody up front, nah, women can't do it. They'll let them, like I said, they might smile at you, say, how you doing and stuff, if you're in the same class or if you're in the same office, or if they're a groupie. But, to say, I like you, let's go out, rarely does that happen.
90 seconds.
Just can't handle it. There's nothing thinner than the female ego.
Well, the thing is, they're conditioned differently than men are. Boys are conditioned to be told no, but to keep trying. If you think about the lingo that women are taught to use for attracting men, is different.
60 seconds.
It's different than men. So, like, women will say, like, such and such is a good catch. A good catch. Like if it's a man that they like or they think that is good for them, he's a good catch. Men don't say that.
Okay.
We're not conditioned to think that way. We're conditioned to get the woman that we want, but not necessarily a good catch. It's like, well, yeah, she cool, what I'm saying, but it's not, it's not like, it's not like we have to put all of our eggs in that basket. So there's a lot of differences in the way that we're conditioned growing up that make a difference
10 seconds
in how our approach to relationships and rejection, if that relationship doesn't work out, plays out. We're just not taught to look at things in the same way, just like you were saying. And it's true. Just like you were saying, I don't like to make the first move. The man is supposed to pursue the woman and all of that. Right. Listen, I mean, all you have to do is pay attention to what's being said. Like she's conditioned not to put herself in the position to be rejected, and people will reinforce that, like that, like you ain't supposed to chase no man. You ain't supposed to do this for no man. All of this stuff that you're not supposed to do for a man, but the all of that comes out of keeping yourself out of position, or and keeping yourself out of harm's way of being rejected. And a lot of women accept it. They don't tell you to keep trying.
A lot of women take a lot of women take joy in rejecting you too. Because see, I am so fine because he came over to me and I said no to him and he still wants to be with me. It's all that kind of bullshit. So there are women who just take advantage of it just to be, I guess, powerful. I'll bet you a lot of secretaries will feel like shit during the day working for a boss, working what they consider to be a low-level job, and they're kind of cute, and they go to a club, and they're going to take out their frustration on, on men approaching them. Seems that way to me, because it seems like sometimes women will, after they say no, and they do it in an obnoxious way, they'll giggle about it, talk to their girlfriends about it. But when a nice-looking guy comes up, they can still say no, but they'll say, no, thank you, be more polite, and then hope that the guy comes back.
Yeah.
They cannot handle rejection.
But the long-term effects of rejection is something that we want to take a look at, because being rejected one time or being rejected by somebody that you don't know that well, that's one thing. But when you're rejected after you have been with somebody for a while and you feel like you may have gained an advantage when dealing with that person, or that you really know them well, like sometimes you're with somebody long enough to know how to bring them back or get them back after they've strayed away a little bit. Like, you know what to do, you know what to say, you know what they like. So what happens when you go in your little bag of tricks to get them back online or whip them back into shape, and none of that stuff is working because they have decided that they are moving on and they're not trying to hear nothing else to the contrary. That is when now you have to be creative. Everything that you knew before, everything that you've done before, everything that you've learned about this person before, none of that shit is working. So you have a couple of choices. Either you have to be more creative now, or you're just going to have to let that go. Your ego may not be able to let it go. Your ego may say, your ego may tell you to look for another way. Find it. I don't know what it is. I don't care what it is. You find it. And it's sometimes like a battle between your heart and your mind. Your heart is always more willing to submit. Your mind is the one that's the rebel, saying, oh, hell no, we ain't doing this shit.
Yeah.
I ain't putting up with this bullshit. Yeah. So the struggle is real.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a conflict, as you're saying, between the mind and the ego. The heart knows what it wants, but the mind says, it's not worth it. But, if you're going to keep on doing it, there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah. So when you have invested yourself, your heart, your soul, as it were, into a relationship, and all of a sudden that person, is either showing you signs that you haven't seen, or is very sudden about the fact that he or she doesn't want to be with you anymore. Yeah, that can be kind of devastating, especially if you don't, if you're not aware of it or if you're not expecting it. But and you try to repair the damage, but if he or she is not wanting, what the worst thing is when they don't even tell you why they want to leave. They just gone. They give you a verbal Dear John letter over the phone, maybe, or just stop. That to me is that's really cruelty, because the person who's being rejected in a relationship deserves to know what the hell's going on. I suspect that the person who's rejecting, the one who's suffering, doesn't want to let him or her know, because they know that their reasons for leaving is all bullshit. It's all a matter of selfishness. They just got bored, don't want to say that they got bored. They found somebody else maybe that they're interested in, and don't want to start any kind of discussion with the person being rejected, but you should tell them. In fact, the person should be honest throughout life and should be honest with their, the ones that they've chosen to be with.
Let me ask you this. When it might be a situation where you knew that the relationship was over, you might be the one that's ready to end it. You might be so pissed off that you're ready to be the one that packs up and leaves and doesn't really give the explanation or whatever. But something strange happens. Something strange happens when somebody beats you to the punch. Like, you were the one that was sick of him. You were the one that was pissed off. You were the one that was ready to end it. You were the one that was sick of this bullshit and wasn't going to put up with it for another second. And then all of a sudden they leave you first, or they tell you they want a divorce. Now all of a sudden it's like, well, wait a goddamn minute. Wait a minute.
I knew you were going there. That's the power of rejection, right? The topic for tonight.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what causes that? What part of the game is that? Like, you can't quit me. I quit you. I gotta go first.
That's right. That's it.
Matter of fact, here goes some candy and flowers, and we go to a movie and a show, and so I can get back to the point where I can let you go first. Like, no, I know it sounds childish. I don't give a shit. You can't do this to me.
I'm going to stick with you for as long as I can until I reject you, so that you don't reject me. Yeah, it's that ego thing. Yeah, I'll take you out for a couple of dinners, and then right over dinner, baby, you're gone.
Immaturity is back, but it's necessary. You know what I mean? Like, but it's weird. It happens though. It's crazy.
Yeah,
but it fucking happens. Like, listen, you're the wrong person here. I need to be the one that, I need to be the one that leaves on top. You can't go first. Like,
I'm rejecting you first.
That's right. That's right. You don't have the power to reject me. I have to do this. Like, you can't be sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. Not you. Me.
Oh shit. Oh man. Aren't the games between men and women a bitch?
It is, because it's so psychological. Like, how is it that something that you didn't want or didn't want anymore all of a sudden becomes valuable to you because somebody said that you couldn't have it anymore? Like, what? I didn't want it no more. Like, it's like if your job fires you when you were about to quit. Like, no, well, no. Like, no.
That's right.
I need this place to suffer when I leave. Like, I need all of your revenue. I need your revenue to deplete. I need all of my coworkers to say it was a lot better when such and such was here. I need that. You don't fire me. You must be out of your fucking mind. I'm valuable to this organization. I built this shit.
It never bothered me when, in terms of the workplace, I've been fired a number of times. I got a mouth that can speak up. If I don't like what's going on, I say it. And even if I don't have a job and they're ready, I'm ready to be fired, because I don't put up with the bullshit in the workplace,
right?
Because you got to go there every freaking day. No, if these policies aren't working, then you're blaming me for the policies that haven't been working. No, that's not happening. Either I gotta go, or you gotta shove me out the door.
Well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're thinking about it from a logical standpoint, and that's exactly the way I would look at it too. But a lot of people get emotionally invested in their job, and I've never really understood it, but it's true. Like with me, I don't give a shit about. I care about nothing except for the numbers on the check, and I mean nothing. All of that other stuff can still exist whether I work here or not. I come here to get this bag. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. It's business, never personal. The same reason that you hired me was business, not personal. But other people don't look at it that way. You know, they feel like they're doing something good for mankind or their community, or you know, all that kind of shit that jobs sell people. You know, like you're doing a really great thing for humanity. Like, I don't give a shit about. Well, if that's true, then this check should have 7 figures on it. Then, you know, I mean, I'm saving mankind, right? I don't know.
That's right. I am the savior. So where's my money?
Exactly. That's how I'm looking at it. And people have told me that I'm selfish because of that. I'm like, shit, I don't give it. Look, I did not come here to save mankind. I can save mankind for free on my free time. I'm not coming in here to save mankind with you. I can use my own tools. So, but listen, man, I got to get out of here.
Well, the thing. Okay.
Go ahead. You can finish your last thing.
Okay, I was going to say nobody likes to be rejected. It's a funny mental and emotional dynamic that occurs in all of us when that happens. But it's a hell of a topic though, because everybody has to go through it one time or another. And you're right about men. Men do it by the numbers. You know, if I can't get this one, maybe I'll get the next one. Maybe I'll get the next one. Maybe I'll get the next one. We sting. The rejection along the way stings. But if a woman had to put herself in the position to get rejected, it's not a sting. It's like not a bee sting. It's like being stung by 2 hornets. Just can't handle it, man. Just can't handle it.
I mean, when you think about it, physically, women can only have 1 baby at a time. Men, not so much. So we like, listen, it might not be the right thing to do, but I can deliver 100 of them in a month. Women can't do that. So the stakes are little, you know, they're configured differently. You know what I mean? It's a different mentality. It's a little different. But listen, I appreciate you calling in once again, man. Thanks for calling in. We'll be here tomorrow earlier at about 11 o'clock. About 11 o'clock, somewhere between 11 and 12, we're going to get this thing on. So
all right, there you go. All right. I'll talk to you, okay?
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
That was great. All right, y'all. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious January 14th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number 1 out the box, Shy Paw Hill. Happy birthday to you. And also Christina Goldwire. Happy birthday to you. And Tamika Willis turning 39 years old today. Happy birthday, to you. And Latoya Putnam, happy birthday to you. And Providence Ridgeway turning 53 years old today. And also Royal Bad turning 40 years old today. The Big 4. Oh, welcome to the 40/40 Club. And also Haya Zaya turning 36 years old today. And Venus Rising turning 51 years old today. And Lavanya Scott turning 58 years old today. And Wargie Davis turning 47 years old today. And Nancy Bell turning the Big 5. Oh, she's a 72, baby. Yeah, Blind, Crip, and the Crazy. And also Nicole Singleton, happy birthday to you. And go get her, my man, from all the way back to the 1982. Stephen Allen, turning 52 years old today. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious January 14th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, listen, the power of rejection is strong. It's stronger in some than it is for others, but none of us come out of this thing unscathed, unrejected, undone wrong, unfeeling like it should have been me, it should have been us, it should have been we. But it's something that we have to deal with. It's something that we have to reconcile in our minds and in our hearts and learn to go on. I mean, shit, we can all take the Jehovah's Witness approach to rejection. Play by the numbers. Just know that no matter what it is, there is no one thing out there that's going to give you everything that you want or need in your life. And guess what? There is no one thing that's going to take away everything that you need and want in your life either. We don't always see it that way because we get caught up in the power that rejection makes us, the power that rejection has over us. And it ain't right, it's wrong, it's immoral. But we got to deal with it. And hopefully we are trained and tutored and reared and shown and taught how to deal with this properly. But if it's taught to us irresponsibly how to deal with rejection, then it's going to probably take us a longer time to figure this thing out than it would for the average person. I want to say peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow, somewhere between 11 and 12, y'all. I cannot guarantee that we will be on at 11 or 11:30. I got this new thing going on. I got this new, I got something got to do. And it's going to be off, but there will guaranteed be a show tomorrow. Do you understand? Do you know what I'm saying? Actual facts, baby. So, all right. So, Blog Talk, we're going to get you on up out of here. I say peace, y'all. Holla back.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
And you know what? The browser is acting better now. I guess Windows 11 must have done an update. I'm glad because it was bad. And for my Instagrammers, yo, Fi Slammer Jammer, thanks for coming on through and let me exercise my grammar. Peace. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. You see you on the other side, my boobers. Tomorrow, don't forget to share the show, subscribe to the channel, and hit that like button. Don't forget. Holla at y'all tomorrow, man. Guaranteed. Holla. Peace.